Manchester United welcome Crystal Palace to Old Trafford in the Premier League on Saturday afternoon. United progressed to the final of the League Cup in midweek after comfortably defeating Nottingham Forest across 2 legs in the semi-final of that competition, but Erik ten Hag's attention has now turned back to the league campaign. The Reds lost 3–2 against Arsenal last time out in the Premier League, and they'll be hoping to earn a victory against Crystal Palace this weekend after conceding a late free kick and dropping 2 points against Patrick Vieira's side last month. Regarding the early teams, Marcel Sabitzer could make his debut, but the game could come too soon for Diogo Dalot, who only returned to first-team training this week after a 3-week layoff with a hamstring strain. This is one of those games where the United 11 may get complete approval from supporters and punters. De Gea should come in for Tom Heaton, and given this is such a taxing month, there is no need to rush Dalot back. Casemiro and Fred have to start, with Sabitzer on the bench, and Rashford has to be recalled. It would be logical to start Anthony Martial after he scored in midweek. Wout Weghorst was also laboured up front. Ten Hag has more options for this game than he has for a while, but some of his decision will need to be based on the match fitness levels of certain players. One of those is Dalot, who is back in training but hasn't played since January 10 and might be eased in off the bench. Wan-Bissaka has played well enough to keep his place against his former club, and he's got Zaha's number. Varane, Martinez and Shaw complete the back four. The United manager did raise the prospect of Sabitzer starting, but he's played 1 minute of football since November and has trained once with his new team. A role on the bench has to be more suitable, which means an unchanged midfield. In attack, Martial came off the bench for 30 minutes against Nottingham Forest, so can return to the starting 11 against Palace. Rashford and Antony complete the front three. Dalot is set to return to the squad this afternoon after a spell on the sidelines with an injury, but he should be eased back into action, which means Wan-Bissaka should start alongside Varane, Martinez and Shaw across the backline. Although Ten Hag said Sabitzer will be involved, Fred has not put a foot wrong in recent weeks, and he seems the most sensible option from the start. Martial was given 30 minutes in midweek, and he should also start, provided he's fit enough. A front three of Antony, Martial and Rashford is the most dynamic attack that Ten Hag can play, and they should all start.